Hello, this is Jamie Magritte. Welcome to Jamie's Craft Table. In my last video I made these cards, and in this video I'd like to make a box to put them in. So let's get started. I'm going to again use the Forever Fern stamp set. I'm just going to use this stamp, and I think I'm going to use this sentiment here, to a friend that makes me smile. I'm going to be using Early Espresso, Balmy Blue, Old Olive, my snips. I have a piece of Whisper White, which is 3 3/4 by 5. I have a piece of Early Espresso, which is 4 by 5 1/4. A piece of Balmy Blue, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Then I have 2 pieces of thick. This one is 5 1/2 by 7 7/8. I think I need to trim it a little bit. And this one is 7 by 8 1/2. Okay, and let me go trim this and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got that trimmed. So it's 5 1/2 by 7 7/8. Okay, let's go ahead and do the stamping part. We're going to do it just like we did on the previous cards. We're going to take the Balmy Blue and the little spotted one. We're going to do that diamond type shape on there. They're going down here. Okay. And then we're going to come in with the Old Olive. We're going to stamp the greenery. Okay. Then I'm going to come in with Early Espresso. And I'm going to stamp that sentiment, to a friend that makes me smile. I'm going to test it and see how straight it is. It's not too bad actually, it's pretty straight. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down here in this corner. Pretty good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and layer these up. And attach this to the Early Espresso layer, which is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring in some dimensional. I'm going to snip this. Okay, I got one here, and I'll go ahead and use these edges. Okay, take the backs off. I'm going to mount that to this Balmy Blue piece, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Stick it before I want it to. Come on. There we go. Okay, now let's put this aside for a minute. I'm going to get this out of the way because I don't need that. I'm going to bring in my scoring tool. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the larger of the 2 pieces first. And this one is 7 inches by 8.5 inches, and on all 4 sides I'm going to score it at 1.25 inches. 1.25. Okay, then I'm going to place this one aside for a minute. I'm going to bring in the other piece, and with the long side up, I'm going to score this end at 1/2 inch. Hop the track. Try that again. There we go. And then at this end, I'm going to score at 6 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 1 notch past the 6.5. Okay, then on the short side, I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. And at 5. Let's see if I can fix this. Just rubbing it with my stylus on the other side. Kind of hides that flaw just a little bit. Okay, we're done with the scoring tool, so let's put it aside. Come in with our snips. Now on this one, we're going to cut out these 2 rectangles here. I'm going to cut them out completely, and on this flap I'm going to do a little bit of a pie shape out of it. So I'm going to cut that. And then on this piece, make sure you cut that score line out completely. So we're going to cut on the inside of the score line. So it's going to look like that. Okay, we'll do it on this side too, on the inside of the score line. And then cut this little pie here. Okay, now on this side, we're just going to cut on the inside of the score line, and we're going to do little wedges on these little flaps, like that. Okay, put both of them inside the score line to cut that score line out. Little wedges. Okay, so that's all the cutting on that one. Now on this one, I'm going to do very similar. We're going to cut up one side, do a wedge on these little, just on the one side, because we want this side straight. So cut up here, and just a wedge on the one side. Turn it around, do the same thing on the other side, straight up. Cut a wedge on this side. Straight up. Cut a wedge on this side. Okay. We're going to fold on all of those score lines. Make sure they're nice and creased. Bring in your bone folder if you need to burnish them. Okay, so let's burnish those creases down. Okay, now we're going to put glue on all 4 of these little tabs and line up like that and glue them shut. So I'm going to put glue on this one, And I'm going to line this edge up with this fold line, and that like that. I'll get a little bit of a rub. The heat helps to set the glue. Looks like a friction, which makes a heat. One more. Okay, so that's the bottom of the box. Make sure that those fit in there. They do. Okay, awesome. Okay, now this is going to be the top of the box. Okay, let's fold and burnish those fold lines. Okay, now we're going to glue these two little tabs, just like we did on the bottom. A little bit of glue on them. Line up this edge with that edge that's folding up. Try not to get too much glue, you don't want it oozing out. Oops, I just glued that one wrong. Let me try that again. I want it on the inside. Go. Wait for this glue to dry and then I'll erase it. Wipe some of it. Yeah, almost got it. A little bit more. Well, there we go. Okay, now this is going to get glued down on one of the ends of the box, like that. So let's just put glue here. You could use your tear and tape if you want here. I like the wiggle room that the wet glue gives me. But it also makes a big mess when it doesn't go where it's supposed to. Okay. Make sure that's glued down well. Set it on your table if you need to. Rub it from the inside. Okay, there's our box. Alright. Now let's bring in, I got glue here too, holy moly. Betting 1,000, aren't I? Now let's bring in our stamped layered piece. Adhere that to the front of the card, the front of the box, top of the box. And there we go. There we go, there's our box. All ready for our cards. just has a little bit of a border there. There you go. Well, thank you for joining me at Jamie's Craft Table. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you can find a little bit of time to play with some stamps, ink, and paper. That's 6 cards. Fits nicely in that box. You can give away as a gift. Well, thank you. Have a great day.